Alright, this is the follow-up video of Cody Green. The wigger. Number one. Actually, I don't know if it's number one. There's two. David Schumacher and him. I don't know which one they caught first, though, so I can't really call him number one. But before I got into, like, the usual article thing that I look at, I just want to go over how he looked. Because his look changed so many times. Like, he started out like this, his wigger style. Then you got this picture over here on the far right, the black shirt one. He got much thicker, and he looks so much different. Like, if I saw this guy, I would never know that that's Cody Green. I mean, maybe I'm an idiot, and I just can't recognize certain features. Like, obviously, some stuff should be the same, like his nose and his mouth and his eyes, but I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell. Then, if this is Cody Green right there in the middle, which kind of looks like it might be the same guy right there with the Under Armour flag, like, what the heck happened there? Now he looks like he's like a leftist liberal, all psycho freak, and, the big crazy eyes. Got some weird short haircut that almost looks like it was home done, but not very well. Like, it's kind of shorter in the front and, like, on the sides. And, well, I mean, like, the top sides. Like, obviously the sides are short, but, man. And then you got him over here in the white shirt, rocking that white style again, but this one's slightly different with his weird goatee and hair. Slight smirk this time around, not as douchey when he doesn't smile. And then there's also a spin-off of this version, which is, wow, there's this version too, but let's, where is it? Is it this version I'm thinking of with his orange shirt? It's like he got a little thicker and his hair got a little longer. Yeah, this is like how he started over here in the white shirt on the far right. Can I zoom in? Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. And then it's like, he got a little bit older and turned into this. What is this? There's a shirt? Is this real? I want to buy that. That'd be funny. Oh. Anyways, and then, yeah, back to... Is this him, too? Could be. This is almost like his wigger days. He was a little thinner, but he was growing out some facial hair and apparently growing out his hair as well. And then you got... What the heck's happening on Zoom? And then this one. Kind of still actually looks like him. You can see the resemblance. Just longer hair. Way less douchey. He's actually smiling. He's in this thumbnail over here from Hist Cranston. He's looking like he's trying to be like Marshall or something. And then over here, he's just some doofus with long hair. But yeah, this guy is constantly getting mugshots. So he's clearly like, what's happening? Clearly constantly getting in trouble. So his history should be good to read. Like, most of these guys don't really do much else after, so they're boring. He's got to have a lot going on, because, like, what the F? He's got 910 mugshots. I mean, we know he already did a reoffend anyways, because in the actual episode, at the end, it says, what's that say? He'd walk by girls and do the accidental brush-up thing. Is that what they're talking about? Like, his dick? He'd pretend, oh, whoops, sorry, my bad. But anyways, we know that he reoffended at, like, a park. He exposed himself to, what was it, 8-year-olds or something crazy? So anyways, let's see what this article has to say. Is this him now? Jeez, now he's like a middle-aged guy. I mean, I guess it makes sense, though. He would kind of be middle-aged. It says he was born in 86. So what would that put him at now? He's about 37? Jeez. 37 and basically done nothing with his life. He's been an absolute loser his whole entire life. I mean, seriously. He got busted on TCAP when he was young, and that started his jail record. And then he's just constantly in jail. He doesn't do anything with his life. he gives himself this stupid nickname, C. Greasy. Like, bro, you ain't cool. You don't get a nickname like that. You're a stupid piece of shit loser who's probably living off the state. Actually, yeah, because you're always in jail, so you are living off the state. He looks different again, though. See, if I saw this guy walking around, I'd never be like, hey, is that Cody Green? I just wouldn't see it. This doesn't look like him offhand. I guess it's because I'm used to all white with the white hat and stuff, so maybe that's why. Anyways, read this douchebag stuff. Anyhow, 86. Yeah, that's something I wanted to say, too, in the last one, but I didn't think of it. Him and me and Cody, we're, like, similar in age, which is kind of weird. He's only a couple of years older than me, and, yeah, I thought there was something else, too, about him that I thought of. Unless it's a different pedo. Maybe I'm thinking of Richer. That boy Richer. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Richer. Never mind, it wasn't Cody Green. So yeah, finding out that he's almost my age, though, it's still kind of weird. Anyways, gender male, height 5'10", weight 250. All right, so he's kind of bulky, but not like super fat, just, kind of a little too thick. Eye color hazel, hair brown. Who are all these dicks that I have to do? Maurice Wallen already did Jeff Sokol. Ernest Timmons. Ernest will be fun. He's the one that starts profusely sweating. Jean-Pierre Wary. He's the one that's super famous for his ridiculously elaborate story. Anyways, that would be the cleanest, best pleasure. Cody Green on his perception of sex with a 13-year-old girl. Cody Dickbag Michael Green is a predator involved in the Fortson, Georgia investigation of To Catch Predator. His appearance ended up being a standout due to his blunt honesty about the situation. Yeah, I know, he was. Talking about how he'd like to fuck her, cleanest, best pleasure. Like, he didn't come up with any lies. I mean, he did come up with some lies, but then he quickly folded on all of them. Dumbass. What's all this shit? You got these ugly boots that I don't know why. Hey, I was trying to look at that. Liver booster. I don't care about liver boosters. Biography. Prior to being caught in Sting, Cody Green was already on probation for DUI and fleeing the scene of an accident. Cody was 20 when he started chatting with Maddie, a girl he believed to be 13 years old. He started chatting with the decoy about being a hood-born hustler caught from the main streets, when in reality he lived in Alpharetta, an affluent suburb of Atlanta. I was gonna say, he's talking about this, he ain't no hard hustler. What are you talking about? This is like Malibu's Most Wanted. How Jamie Kennedy's character pretended to be a hard thug when his dad was like, what, the governor or something? He lived in Malibu and all nice and posh. But he's pretending, I'm from them streets, call. Just like Cody over here. When finding out the girl was a virgin, he got excited about it and wanted to take her virginity. Cody declares that he desires to lick the girl. I want to lick the girl and ejaculate in her mouth. In the context of talking to a kid, that's not funny, but just in general, hearing that just sounds stupid. It's funny. A few days later, why is that capital? He ain't God, expressed interest in the decoy performing oral sex on him and stated it was his fantasy. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna, give her some mayonnaise in her mouth, like, obviously he's been talking about that. What? What's your fantasy? At one point in the chat, Cody even shows the decoy his bare buttocks. Well, yeah, just say bare ass. Revealing a large rash on his behind. Okay, there it is again. Stupid words. He explained that he didn't want the decoy to be grossed out by it when they met, so he figured he'd show her beforehand. What the fuck? Bro, it's just a rash and it's on your ass. She's not even going to see it. Now you pointed it out so she would see it. Like, nobody would have known before you know it's behind. If you're getting your dick handled, that's in front of you. Nobody's going to see your ass. And what's even more goofy is you got busted on TV, so now everybody knows about this rash you had because you're a fucking idiot and had to go bring it up for no reason. Before meeting her, Cody confessed he needed to see his parole officer for being involved in a car accident. He promised to stay the night and maintain a close eye on her. Hold on a minute, that's right. He was involved in a DUI hit and run or something like that, right? But his Escalade seemed fine, so was it like a light tap or was it a different vehicle? And then he got the Escalade, or what's the situation there? Now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, maybe I'm looking too far into it, I don't know. He promised to stay the night and maintain a close eye on her. That's kind of weird. What's even weirder is when you really think about it, they're close in age, so that's like weird as hell. She's 13 and he's 20. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how do I phrase this, what I'm trying to say? Like, he's saying keep an eye on her, but it's like, you guys are practically the same age. You know what I mean? Like, she's a teenager now. She doesn't need somebody to watch her. And if she's going to have somebody watch her, really somebody that's only 7 years older than her? I mean, at the end of the day, 13 typically is an 8th grader. And him being 20, again, like I said in the first one, if he stayed back, he'd be like freshly graduated from high school. Just to put it into perspective about how close they are in age. Keep an eye on her. That's like one of those other pedos would say in their 40s. Like Jeff Sokol could say he's keeping an eye. Because that would make sense. He's at least an adult. This is goofy. Maddie, I know you're a teenager, but I'm going to keep an eye on you. And what's he worried about keeping an eye on her for? The fuck? She's not old enough for you to be trying to fuck with, but at the same time, she ain't no little kid. She can be home alone, you dumbass. Cody mentioned he was interested in utilizing vibrators or dildos throughout their sexual account. Yeah, on his own ass. Semi-fag. Then he inquires, shouldn't that be inquires, as to whether she had shaved her legs and wished to be her... Hold on, am I reading this right? Then he should be inquires as to whether she had shaved her legs and wished to be her boyfriend. Oh, I see. It's just weird phrasing. Cody, you don't want her to be your girlfriend. You just want to fuck around with her, and that's it. I mean, seriously, if you think being with a 13-year-old is the cleanest, best pleasure, then that means as soon as she ages out, you're gone too. Kind of like all those jokes with Leonardo DiCaprio. Once the girl's like 23, he dips. That's you. Once she's 18, probably even 17 is, I'm good. Never mind trying to be her boyfriend for anything long term. Like, the fuck? Cody subsequently becomes worried, saying he fears it was all a setup and does not want to go to jail. His sexually graphic chat continues for days. Before the two set up a meeting, he also sent 8 different pictures of his genitalia for good for good measure. Oh, so it started out with some weird ass pics, and then I was like, I'll just send you this whole slideshow of my dick, which Chris Hansen has and shows him. Let me see, Cody. Is this your dick? Sting. Cody showed up at the Sting house in an expensive SUV. Yeah, it was just an Escalade. You don't have to phrase it like that. Well, sporting. Man, I was wearing that all white, cool. He immediately rushed after the decoy, who had entered a curtain after entering home. Yeah, he did. It's kind of weird and very mildly overly aggressive. Cody is met by Chris rather than a real child. When Cody sat down, he claimed he had driven all this way to the house for no reason. Yeah, okay, that's why you're booking it back there to try to find that girl. Hey, Maddie, where you going? I want to fuck. I came all this way for no reason. And claimed he had questioned the decoy if she was sure she wanted sex. Bro! He confessed to be a desperate person who needed a girl in my life. Cody said he would have been okay with her wanting to be friends if that's all she wanted, and he wouldn't have hurt her in any way. Bro, if you wanted to be friends with her and that was it, then you wouldn't have even needed to go to her house. You were texting her or something, IMing her or whatever they did back then. And, yeah, that's the way you could have been her friend. Then there's no meetup, you don't have to worry about any kind of jail or anything. Come on, boy! Use that dumbass brain you ain't got, because you're running them hot streets of that nice town up in northeast Georgia, cuh. Cody acknowledges that he brought condoms and white chocolate to the house because the decoy had asked to bring them. Yeah, white chocolate. That was you, right? I know you brought yourself. Cody continued to blame the decoy, then confronted with nude photos he had provided, insisted she had requested to see them. After Chris reads, "Are you ready to have my thing in your mouth?" from the chat log. Cody confirms he was talking about oral sex since the girl was going through with it. Cody also admits that if the girl agreed, he would have sex with her. He declares that having sex with a 13-year-old would be the cleanest, best pleasure. Yeah, Chris goading him. What did you mean by that? And then dumbass actually says it. Motherfucker, I meant if she wanted to have my dick in her mouth. So stupid. Chris points out that he had a nice car and was dressed nicely and asked him why he couldn't find any girls his age. Chris didn't really say he was dressed nicely. He said he's got the whole clothes thing going on, which in the mid-2000s, that weird style was like a thing in the hip-hop community. Now, I mean, the oversized shirt, the big pants, matching colors, lid. Like, fundamentally, he wasn't dressed nicely. I mean, dressed nicely would be like a nice, fresh, crisp suit from Men's Warehouse that was tailor-fitted to you. That would be dressed nicely. With like a nice full Windsor knotted tie and all that. That's dressed nicely. Not this bullshit he had on. Fucking white t-shirt with a jersey over it that was also white. A white hat, white rimmed glasses. Like, he just looks like a dickhead. And as far as the nice car, I mean, from what I understand, that was an insurance money that he got that he just wasted on an Escalade instead of doing anything more productive with it, like a down payment on a house or investing it, so it could grow and become a lot more than just that settlement. Anyway, Cody asserted that he couldn't and that girls expected more from the male partners, which, although Cody's a complete dumbass, that is one thing he said that was pretty true and accurate. I mean, bitches do prefer, bitches know that they can get any dick they want. It's kind of like this thing that Amy Schumer said recently, that I know I can go to the club even though I'm kind of fat and out of shape and stuff, but I can still go home and get some dick. Or whatever, bring one of them dicks home or something. Where guys, it's a lot harder. You can't just be some schlub and be like, hey baby, wanna fuck? You gotta have something. Flash a little money at her or a nice bracelet or something. I'm not saying give it to her, you're wearing it, but she sees it, oh my god, maybe he's got some money, something. You know, we're bitches. They're just like, wanna fuck? And some horny guy's like, yeah. So, although Cody's a complete fucking dumbass, he does have a point there. Bitches picking up dudes is a lot harder than dudes picking up bitches. What's the word for dudes anyways? I'm over here saying bitches. What's the equivalent of bitches for guys? Bastards? No, that doesn't sound right. Assholes? I don't know. Anyways, Cody decides the interview is over and tries to make an exit. Yeah, I know. He's like, man, I'm done talking to this motherfucker. And then Chris is like, hold on, bitch. I didn't tell you who I was. He has stopped at Chris, who identifies himself when the cameras come out and start rolling. They've been rolling the whole time. He is exposed on national television. Not yet. It wasn't live. Cody thanks Chris for wasting his gas. Yeah, his because it was wasting my gas. And exits the residence on his own, causing the police to arrest him. I added a word there because it should be there, but it wasn't. Cody repeatedly flips off the cameraman while being booked at the police station, which I made fun of that because, bitch, you're a pussy little motherfucking faggot. Like, don't be trying to act tough. First off, you're some raging wigger who's not even a fucking real wigger. You're from some nice affluent town and pretending you're from some hard streets. Second, you're there to meet a kid. Like, go fuck yourself. And third, you continued to be a fuck up throughout your life. So, like, you never learned a lesson. You never actually got tough. Like, piss off, pussy bitch. Trying to flip someone off. You don't earn that middle finger privilege. There we go. This is what we're looking for, probably. Aftermath. After making bail, a month later, on August 6th, 2007, Cody was taken into custody in Alpharetta, Georgia, after exposing himself to an 8-year-old girl at a swimming pool. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that girl's just there having fun swimming, and all of a sudden she sees some dumbass 21, 22-year-old's dick in her face? Jeez. He put his fingers to his mouth to shush the little girl from telling anyone. Cody spent more than 3 years in custody. He was being detained, according to a jail spokesman, because of charges in Harris County. What a dumbass. Who even thinks to do that? Who's like, oh, look, a little kid right there trying to just swim her and have fun. Let me show her my dick. What the fuck? Like, that's one thing that I always think about. Like, everybody in the TCAP community has, like, favorite predators, if you will, for certain reasons. Like, you know, I think, what the hell's the dumbass's name? Hey, bro. Hey, Brandon. Kennelly. Like, he's one of my favorites, if you will, just because his chat log is so goofy. I want to read the chat logs, but I don't do it because I hear, well, one, they're kind of getting hard to come by. Like, perverted justice is out of business or whatever nowadays. And two, I know of some channels like Base Shaman that would read the chat logs, but then they'd get taken down because YouTube's stupid terms. It's like if you say anything the wrong way, then they take it down, which obviously these chats are all the wrong way, you know what I mean? It's fucking adult guys talking to kids sexually, so it makes it difficult to maintain them up there, but I would like to, because some of them are funny. Like, Kennelly's is kind of funny. Like, it's not funny, it's fucked up, but it's funny in the context that, at the end of the day, he's not really talking to a kid, he's talking to an adult, who's pretending to be a kid, and that's what makes it funny, because the dumb shit he says that he thinks he's saying to a kid, but really he's not. And then, like, you know, he gets caught the very next day in his weird voice and weird demeanor. He gets naked. It's all funny. But then when you really think about it, it's like, man, this shit is not funny. Why do I have favorite pedos? They're all fucking pieces of shit. Like Cody, he's famous for his one-liner, cleanest best pleasure. But then it's like, look, he's actually a piece of shit. Like, we make, like, these assholes famous, but they don't deserve it. Like this, going to a pool and showing your dick to an 8-year-old. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, if the dad was there, he should have laid you right the fuck out right after that. But yeah, you know, the TCAP community, we're a bunch of idiots. And, like, obviously we're not condoning it. Like, yeah, alright. But still, we talk about these guys and, like, give them a little notoriety and stuff. And it's like, these pieces of shit do not deserve that. I don't know, it's just something I always think about. Anyways, let's continue with this story. Cody's attorney, BJ Bernstein, very fitting BJ since, you know, it's kind of what Cody talked about a lot, apparently, stated Cody endured a traumatic brain injury in a car accident when he was 16 and has never been the same since. You're telling me he had a traumatic brain injury? So like he's like Siebert, but just not as bad? Like Siebert clearly has severe issues. Cody didn't seem that bad, but I don't know. Maybe that's why he's a fucking piece of shit. Al Whitaker, Chief Assistant District Attorney, claimed that despite Cody having undergone a number of psychological tests and having physical evidence of a head injury caused by an automobile accident, he was found to be competent to stand trial by West Central Georgia Regional Hospital's medical staff. Could that be a longer name? Damn. I gotta go to the hospital. Which one? I don't know. West Central Georgia Regional Hospital. Bernstein then requested a forensic analysis. According to Bernstein, the review refuted the findings of the West Central report and said that a thorough neurological test was not part of the initial examination. After a 6-hour hearing, Muskogee County Superior Court Judge Frank Jordan Jr. determined Cody was competent to stand trial and was competent when he arrived at the Sting House in July 2006. Well, yeah, he was. Motherfucker, I mean, Siebert's a dumbass too and made it, but, Cody's a little bit different. He doesn't seem clearly incapable like Siebert is. 6-hour trial. I mean, they can be longer like OJ and stuff, but I'm just thinking like one trial, 6 hours. Ugh. Anyways, for his graphic chat and showing up to the Sting House in February 2010, Cody was found guilty on criminal attempt to commit child molestation, criminal attempt to commit sodomy, and criminal attempt to commit statutory rape. What the hell? 2010? He got busted in 2006. It took him almost 4 years? March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. That was, 3 years and 7 months? What the hell's going on? What is this? What? Get out of here. I don't want that. There we go. But yeah, it took that long? That's ridiculous. Like, this should have been almost immediate. So what was he doing in the meantime? Able to be free. That's why he was able to fucking show his thing to an 8-year-old. God damn. Anyways. Blah, blah, blah. Judge Frank Jordan Jr. sentenced Cody to 3 years in prison, 12 years of probation, and lifetime registration as a sex offender. Lifetime? Well, that's good. He fucking needs it. 12 years probation? I don't really know what those words mean. I'm not a criminal, so I don't have to worry about it. But, like, probation, parole. I mean, probation is for misdemeanors, right? And then parole is felonies. But what does that mean, though, when you're on probation? Like, you have to check in with your CO or something? I don't know. He also ordered that Cody wear an ankle monitor. I didn't know that. And live with his parents after completing his sentence. Wait, after? Oh, his prison sentence. So after he gets released, he has to go there. Cody was paroled and released from prison on September 23rd, 2010. So what the fuck was the point of 3 years in jail? If he only served, 2 to 9, 7 months? He only served 7 months in jail? When he was supposed to do 3 years? How does that make any sense? He shouldn't have been able to be paroled. Are you fucking serious? In October 2010, Cody was convicted in Forsyth County Superior Court on one felony count of child molestation after being found guilty of exposing himself to a child. Yeah, is that the one that from earlier? From at the pool? Cody asserted once more that his brain injury was what led him to... Oh my word. Cody asserted once more that his brain injury was what led to exposing himself to the young child. Although Cody seemed to function normally and had been found to be mentally competent to stand trial, Bernstein said his injury had an impact on his mental filters. I highly doubt that, because if you're knowing enough, if you're able to be competent enough to understand that what you did was wrong, and you're trying to cover up with ways to explain why you did it, then obviously you know right in the moment that you shouldn't be doing that, but you still did it anyway. So that's just some bullshit excuse. Don't let this fucking douchebag slip under the radar with trying to use, it's my brain injury made me do this. No, it didn't, you fucking asshole. You know the difference, that you shouldn't be showing your thing to a kid, and you still fucking did it anyways. Same as when he got busted at the Sting House. He knew right away, oops, this is wrong. Oh, it's my brain injury. Go fuck yourself. Same with Siebert, a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, you might have brain problems, but you still knew. As soon as you saw Chris Hansen, oops. Like, you fucking know, douchebag. Don't try to blame it on your dumbass brain shit. You know it's not right. Anyhow, where the hell was I? Although Cody, blah, blah, we already did that one. Right here. She claimed that his injury was comparable to that sustained by military personnel as a result of improvised explosive devices. Okay, and how many military personnel that have, brain injuries like that are going around trying to fuck kids? None. So fuck off with your lame ass explanation for him acting like a piece of shit. Sandy Partridge, the chief assistant district attorney for Forsyth County, said she didn't buy his claim that his attraction to kids was from a result of a brain injury. Good job, Sandy, because I don't either. Fuck this asshole. That has nothing to do with it. So many people have brain injuries and they don't all of a sudden decide to go after kids. I know a guy personally who has a brain injury. He's like, from what I don't know him before the injury, but I know him now. Apparently before the injury he was a major asshole douchebag, and like after the injury it kind of changed him, so he's a lot better now. He's much more laid back and stuff. He's annoying as hell because he likes to talk to you forever about dumb shit you don't care about, but you know he ain't trying to fuck kids either, so fuck you and your dumb oh, it's my brain injury makes me want to fuck a kid. Doesn't matter. Even if the brain injury did make you feel like a weird attraction towards kids, you still have enough knowledge to know that you shouldn't act on it. It's just something you're gonna have to fight. Like, why the hell do I feel this way now? What the fuck? This accident screwed up my head. But you don't act on it. Like, well, oh well. My brain tells me to try to fuck a kid. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Stupid ass. Anyways, Partridge argued that the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, which was commonly utilized by the psychiatric establishment for a diagnosis, did not include Cody's condition. Cody broke down in tears as he described what had occurred and mentioned that he had recently converted to Christianity and was now a newly crowned servant. That would be funny to actually see that, him breaking down in tears, because, you know, he's trying to be like a wigger and act tough. It'd be funny to see that. Oh man, I'm recently converted to Christianity and now I'm a newly crowned servant. Whatever the hell that means. And I don't think you're too Christian because you got busted so many more times. Like, you're a shitty practicer then, I guess. Oh man, fuck off. Too much talking, I'm getting dry over here. Anyways, Judge Jeffrey S. Bagley sentenced Cody to an additional 9 months in prison and 16 years of probation. Wait, additional? So he already had 12 years of probation plus 16, so he's up to 28 years of probation. God damn. Now, what does this additional 9 months mean, though? He was supposed to have 3 years the first time around, and he only did 7 months. So what the fuck? Does this 9 months mean 2 months? Anyways, Cody was placed back in prison in February 2011 on the Forsyth County charge and was later released in August 2011. See what I mean? What the fuck? That's 6 months. That's bullshit. Cody is listed on the Georgia Sex Offender Registry as a sexually dangerous predator, meaning he has a strong possibility of committing another offense. Duh. What do we got going on here anyways? They got sources here. That's just some news. I want to find... Is this the website? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is something that they always make you do. Are you serious right now? I'm just trying to find Cody Green. I gotta write this shit. 5 yes 4. 5 yes, basically. 4. Continue. I'm just trying to read the article about Cody Green. What the hell? Okay. Cody Green. Male. Incarcerated? I don't think so. Street? I don't know. Well, he's not black, so it's not... There it is. Cody Michael Green. Fuck yeah, we found him. See, greasy, dumb bullshit. We found him. Whoa, we can look at all these pictures, too. When was this picture? 6/15/2022. Huh. That was recent. So let's see. White, male. Where does he live at? 241 Whitworth Circle, Tuckahoe, Georgia. County with the... Always with the fucking counties, Stevens. Cody Michael Green. Yeah, we already got that stuff. Child molestation in 2010. Oh, I guess he hasn't reoffended recently. I thought he did. 2010 was the last one. Huh. I mean, I guess good for this piece of shit that the last time was in 2010, but... What happens if you click on the pictures? It just changes it up here. Okay. So we got this one. He's looking all thick. We got this one. Whoa, what's happening there? You're getting a little sleepy? Is this his psycho years? Yeah, kind of. That's like when he started getting thicker, I guess. kind of got pissed off. Oh, god damn. This one was a weird picture. It's like this boy was on drugs or something in 2017. Oh, cool. You can get the years. 2017, 2018, 2019. See, I'd never recognize that that's Cody, though. Like, if I saw him, I would never recognize that. Even this. I wouldn't know if that's Cody. Maybe if I heard him talk, if he still sounds the same way. Hey, man, it wouldn't even make a difference, actually. Cody Green. Man, I just thought it would be the cleanest, best pleasure. I'm trying to get the voice just so I can make him say anything else, but I don't think I would even recognize. I mean, I don't even live in Georgia or anywhere near there, so it's not like I'm going to run into him, but... anyways... Residence verification date, 7/2/22. Registration date, 8/1/2011. Absconder, no. Predator, yes. What the hell does absconder mean? Does that mean, like, he's a flight risk or something? Anyway, sexually dangerous predator. What the hell? It just brought me back to this. I just wanted a definition. What? It just brings me back to this. I thought clicking on that would give me, like, a definition or something. Seriously? Okay. I don't know. According to the last article, what did it say? The last article was right here, right? It says, meaning has a strong possibility of committing another offense. So, but in all fairness, like I said, it's been since 2011, so, or 2010. So yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit, but at least in the past 13 years he hasn't done anything. So, there's that. There was also this article. Wait, is this an article? No, this is just pictures. Hold on. This article. I looked in here, but there wasn't anything too good in here. It's kind of boring. It's just his name. He has reoffended, since reoffended in 2010, blah, blah. Then it just has some of his quotes. This douchebag's face. And then that's it. So it's kind of boring. It didn't really have too much here that really added anything. Anyways, I guess that's all I got. So, yeah, that's the update of this piece of shit. I think next I'm gonna do... Who was I thinking of doing next? I think I was thinking of doing, Oh, the guy I said in the beginning. What was his name? The one that cries a lot. 19 years old when he got busted. What the hell was his name? I don't know. The one I said in the beginning. He cries a lot. He wanted to... His uncle bought him a gym. It should have just worked out, or whatever the hell he cries about. Oh, fuck. Beep, beep, beep. Swearing all the time, chewing his gum like a douchebag. That one. I think I'll do him next. And yeah. Oh, that's something else I thought of, too. How Cody's always changing his look. It makes me think of the movie Stepfather. You know, that movie, how he changes his look, then he meets up with some girl, kills the family, and moves on and changes his look. That's Cody. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for checking this out. And until next time, I said see ya.